want you to imagine walking into a room, control room with a bunch of people, 100 people hunched over at desks with little dials, and that control room will shape the thoughts and feelings of 1 billion people.
It's this very kind of stealthy manipulation of the population. So it's not as dramatic as a heroin addict or a gambling addict, but it is the same principle.
So you're dealing with an addicted generation.
This is a big time bomb ticking.
To try to make these products as addictive as possible.
Spike.
And that means that we need to sort of give you a little dopamine hit every once in a while because someone liked or commented on a photo or a post or whatever. And that's going to get you to contribute more content, and that's going to get you, more likes and comments. I mean, it's a social validation feedback.
Curate our lives around this perceived sense of perfection, because we get rewarded in these short-term signals, hearts, likes, thumbs up.
And we all want to be liked, but now we want to be liked by 16 million.
And it literally changes your relationship with society, with each other,
What's up, YouTube? Lawson here, and I am back with another video. This time it was experimental, and it's a collab with my girl Sid. If you don't follow her, I will link her below because she be speaking that real shiznit, okay? And we always need some more of them in our circle, so go grow with her on her channel in her garden, y'all. Let me insert the clip about Sid right here.
Hey everyone, my name is Sydney. My channel is all about self-care, self-love, empowerment, motivation, all of that good stuff, just wanting to be the best, highest version of yourself. I hope you would check out my channel, binge watch some videos, see if you would like to subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy our first collab together and enjoy. Bye.
But yes, so we did a thing. We got off of social media for 22 days. And man, the things that I realized about everything is crazy. But I want to share it with y'all. I want to share with you guys my experience and what I'm going to do about social media now, knowing what I know. But I got to give y'all the tea because I can't, we got to level up together. I'm trying to elevate the peoples. Okay? So let's get on into it. Roll the clip. Roll the clips.
On the track, boy.
Good morning. It's Monday. We're about to kill it. Game time. Stay with me. I'm strong. I'm important. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am talented. I am capable. I am creative. Abundance flows to me. I am abundant. I am divinely created. Everything is happening in divine timing. I have control. I'm in control. Now let's fucking get it! What's up, YouTube? So as you can see, I got off social media for 22 days, and man, has it been a ride, a journey into inner space, into really being radically honest about my social media usage and what it really looks like in my life and what my life looks like because of it. So I really hope this video finds you well. I hope that you take something from this. Immediately upon starting this, it was hard, y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you and say that it was easy. I really understood the addiction of the app getting off of it, because I would randomly go to just pick up my phone and click where the app used to be, just out of habit, out of habitual, usage. And as I started to notice how many times I would countlessly do that, I started to notice how many times I actually pick up my phone and just scroll meaninglessly on social media, be it for 1 minute or 30 minutes at times. it's almost like it became hard for me to just sit in my alone silence and be bored, so to speak. And I realize it's because we're constantly being overstimulated. Like, during this 22 days, I really understood what it meant to slow down to get more done. Because things are constantly going on as soon as you get on your phone. You get on your phone, then you have, notifications, then you click on the notification, or you get on Instagram, then you have ads being bombarded at you, you have your friends being bombarded at you. Everything all at the same time. Even when I was doing something, I was constantly thinking of the next thing I needed to do. Social media has made us a very reactive generation. People get on their phones as soon as they get up in the morning, which means when you get up in the morning, you're not even giving yourself a chance to let go of yesterday, to plug in with yourself, and to kind of just hear your own thoughts and see what you have going on and what your vibrations are, where your levels are at, or any of that. You get on, you wake up, roll over, most people get on their phone, and they're immediately reacting to emails, to text messages, to what's going on Instagram. Like, we literally get online, and from the moment we get online, we're constantly judging, constantly looking and seeing and saying, oh, that's good, that's bad, I like this, I don't like this, I like this, I don't like this. So it's a constant judgment cycle where we've gotten to the point where we don't allow things to just be what they are, because we're constantly in a state of trying to prove something, of trying to seek approval or seek attention, because these apps in our world in general constantly has us feeling like we're under a microscope. And so we're constantly trying to be this best, most put together version of ourselves, when in all honesty that doesn't exist for anyone. But that, and then just the thought of the lack of privacy, I'm not the only one that notices when you have a conversation or you search something or anything, all of a sudden now you're getting all these ads for it. So all your information is readily available, and it's because we make it available by being online, period. What I realize is this addiction is deeper than just social media. It is a phone addiction, a technology addiction, to the point where we aren't actually living in our actual lives anymore. We're taking this 22-day break. I realized that I didn't lose any friends.
Oh, hi. Hi, friend. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, friend. Okay.
I didn't lose any connections. I actually got to shed some superficial connections that weren't really deep or meaningful or anything like that. I didn't miss out on life. Take a deep breath in and take a deep breath out. And as you inhale, I want you to inhale all of the things that you imagine your life could be. I got to hone in on all my habits, like taking care of my health and working out consistently and making sure my eating habits are good, and watering my plants and reading books and meditating. And I really just felt a sense, like I felt like I got my life back. I had a life, but I would say that most of my life was happening on social media. Even if I wasn't posting, I was looking, and now I realize that there's so much life to be lived, because all online, all you're gonna get is a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. The only real thing and the real new experiences to be had are the ones that you experience in real life. And I think that social media has caused us to be severely depressed and severely lonely, because it is a false sense of connection. And it's us constantly trying to portray a false sense of identity. We're constantly changing, and the moment you post a picture, you are not that same person anymore. But in our head, we're constantly trying to hold up that same image of ourselves over and over. But I think the biggest thing that I took away from this is that our attention and our focus is the most valuable thing that we have, and it's no secret. These big corporations and companies even know it, because they're paying for our attention, and we're freely giving it to them on a daily basis. So I think I invite everyone to take a look at their social media habits, take a look at your screen time, and really start adjusting your life and start getting into your real actual life, rather than just being on the gram all the time, because there's a big ass world out there. During this time, I connected a lot with nature. I got out in nature so much, it felt great to be outside in the sun, to just appreciate all the elements and all the things that are just here for us, and to be in silence and to not have so many thoughts bombarding me all the time. If I actually feel like I lived more life and I got so much more done. I got to hang out with my friends. It was my best friend Shantae's birthday, so her girlfriend threw her a surprise party, and it was super fun. I don't remember the last time I actually had that much fun, and it was fun to the point where I wasn't thinking about posting anything. I wasn't, you know, constantly on my phone boomerangs or anything like that. I was enjoying people and having real life connections in real time, and that is something that I missed. What's up, YouTube? So I'm just coming on here really quickly because, you know, I'm not on social media, so I'm probably going to insert this clip in that video, but I'm getting ready to do a talk at Trap Yoga Bay's Trap Day here in Oakland, so I'm preparing right now. Yeah, not being on social media is actually really great, but I also realize, like, when it comes to like events and stuff like this, that social media has become a pretty good tool to use as far as like marketing and things, just because you can reach a mass amount of people in a very short amount of time. I know a lot more people now because of social media. There are people that I would have never met just having, you know, close contact with them like I do on social media. Or on social media, I know tons of people from tons of places, tons of countries. So yeah, so I guess my thoughts for today, not being on social media, is learning how to balance the two worlds, because it is true, I feel like social media has become its own world, but it's a very false reality. It can depict true instances, but it's always going to be after the fact. So in reality, Instagram is always living in the past and doesn't allow us to live in the present, which the present moment is what creates our future and what creates our life and what shifts our life. So I'm afraid that social media and the constantness of living in the past, not even just, you know, it's hard enough to not live in your own past, but living in somebody else's past really makes you think, like, what's going on with your life? What does it come to, right? So I don't know. These are really snapshots of a moment in time, mostly curated, which is now a past moment in time in somebody else's life. And we start to really think about the relevance of it all, you know? How is it relative to you? How is it relative to your life besides entertainment? And entertainment really is just a distraction. It's to entertain you. And if our attention is the most important thing we have, the more entertainment they create, the more of our attention they have, the less attention we focus on our actual lives, doing the actual things that matter and making actual changes right now. We're constantly thinking of a change, looking at a change, all the things, rather than being the actual change. So that's my thoughts for today, and I will see you. Apparently it's a good hair day, y'all. You feel? Okay, bye, y'all. I wish I could say that there was a lot more good about social media. I do like the fact that we can connect with people all over the world, but I will also say that that leaves room for a lot of superficial relationships that really lack, you know, depth and support and meaning and connection. But I will say that, you know, it is a great tool. However, I think it's gotten too much of a beast right now to be good. I'm not really sure how to move forward with social media. But for now, I will say I will be highly limiting my use until I can figure out kind of which way to go, because like I said before, the app is addicting. It's addicting, and they've made it that way. It doesn't matter what you know, they've made it to be addicting, and it is. And it's sad, and I want to live my life, you guys. I want to experience my life on such a more grand scale outside of social media. So I'll be taking the next month or two or so or more figure out how social media is going to play a role in my life moving forward. But I hope you took something from this video, from my experience. If you try this experiment out, let me know. Make sure you check out Sid's video and listen to all the tips and tricks that she has as well. And the last thing I have for you is just a couple tips if you do choose to use social media. So one, I would say on your iPhone, if you have an iPhone, it does have an option in screen time in your settings to specifically limit how often you or to limit what amount of time you can spend on social media apps. So I think it's good to check that out. Another tip I have for you is never sleep with your phone next to your bed. Always put it somewhere very far away to the point where you actually have to get up to go get it. If you can, I would say purchase an alarm clock. They're super cheap instead of using your phone as an alarm. Because the first 30 minutes to hour of your day should not be you reacting to anything, which means you shouldn't really be picking up your phone or getting on social media. The last tip is I encourage you when you are out in moments when you're waiting, like just when you're sitting on the bus or, you know, waiting at a red light or waiting on your food or talking to your friends, try as much as possible to not be on your phone and to really be aware of your surroundings, to really submerge yourself in this life experience, to really connect with Mother Earth. You know, get out in nature, put your feet in the dirt, connect with the very thing that you are a part of. I think that is where we will start to increase, you know, those feelings of joy, those feelings of happiness, and all the things that we are longing. So, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.